You can't just sell anything you want on Amazon. One of the biggest problems I see beginners running into is selling patented and trademarked products. Many of them actually investing thousands of dollars into these products, only to find out that they can't sell them on Amazon. In fact, I've even seen some of them not only get their listing shut down, but also get sued. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can avoid going down the same path as these people and show you 4 ways how you can easily do a patent search as well as a trademark search, a crucial step that you must do before investing a single penny so that you don't get yourself into trouble and end up wasting a ton of your valuable time and money. But first, as a disclaimer, I want to point out that I'm not a patent or trademark attorney or a professional. I'm just sharing with you my experience and how I approach this. This isn't professional advice. If you need professional advice, consult a professional. Okay, so I think a lot of people simply don't understand why it's important to make sure that the products that you want to sell aren't patented or trademarked. Well, patented or trademarked products are protected and are the sole intellectual property of the holder who has expressed legal rights to manufacture and sell them. No one else is allowed to manufacture or sell the product or use the name or logo without their permission. So, if you violate their intellectual property, in the best case scenario, Amazon will shut down your listing and you won't be able to sell the product on Amazon. However, in the worst case, you can get sued. So, in my opinion, you want to avoid selling patented and trademarked products altogether simply because most of the time, you won't get legal permission to sell them, and if you do, the fees involved will make it cost prohibitive. But what you want to do is smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. It lets the YouTube algorithm know you found value in this video and to show it to more people just like you, and I would really appreciate it. So thank you. And my name is Crescent, and if you want to learn more about selling on Amazon and connect with me, as well as surround yourself with other like-minded sellers, join my Amazon Facebook group. It's one of the largest with over 30,000 members. You can find a link down in the description below. Now, without going into too much detail, there's actually 3 types of patents, but really only 2 apply to selling on Amazon. That's the utility patent and there's the design patent. Basically, a utility patent protects a novel function of a product, a unique construction or method that a product is manufactured, functions, or operates. Whereas a design patent protects the physical appearance of a product. Basically, a design patent only protects how a product looks. For example, imagine an inventor develops a new and more efficient solar panel technology. The solar panels significantly increase the efficiency of converting light into electricity. A utility patent would protect this novel technology and prevent others from making, using, selling, or importing a similar device without their permission. Whereas a design patent would only protect how the device looks, the physical appearance, shape, and placement of any buttons or other design features. A design patent would not protect the unique technology of how it converts light into electricity. Basically, around 90% of design patents get approved. However, less than 60% of utility patents are granted. And patents can take a few years to get granted and are generally good for 20 years. One thing I want to make clear is that violating someone's IP is a serious issue. The excuse of you didn't know or other people are selling it or my supplier told me it's not patented aren't valid excuses. The intellectual property owner does not have to disclose that there is a patent or trademark on the product in their listings, and Amazon itself doesn't enforce intellectual property rights. It's up to the patent owner to police and enforce their own intellectual property rights. So just because you see other listings or other people selling the product doesn't mean it's not patented. The other sellers could be legally licensed resellers, or they could be illegally selling counterfeit products and they simply haven't been caught yet, or the patent owner hasn't made a claim against them yet. It's your sole responsibility to make sure you're not violating someone else's IP. Now, how can you find out if a product you want to sell is patented or trademarked? For example, let's say you want to sell these snorkel masks. These look pretty cool, right? Well, one way to check if there is a patent or not is by using Google Patents at patents.google.com. What you want to do is do a search for the main keywords for the product that best describes the product or its function. In this case, we want to do a search for full face snorkel mask, since this keyword phrase clearly describes exactly what this product is. You don't want to search for diving mask or diving gear or foldable 180-degree panoramic view snorkeling mask. In some cases, you should try different search terms, since what you call the product might not be how other people refer to it or what term the patent owner registered it under. So if we do a search on Google Patents for full face snorkel mask, we can immediately see that there are a couple of hits right at the top here. In fact, we can already see from the thumbnail images here that this is the exact product on Amazon. And if we take a look at the first hit here, we can actually browse through these images here, and this definitely is the product we saw on Amazon. And if we take a look over here, we can see that on October 5, 2017, Shenzhen Link Electronic Co. applied for this patent, and on May 6, 2020, the patent was granted. It says here the patent is currently active and that it doesn't expire until 2037. So you might be asking yourself, how are these sellers selling this product on Amazon then? Well, they could have purchased this inventory directly from Shenzhen Link Electronic Co. or from an authorized distributor, or if they didn't, then they're selling counterfeit products and they just haven't been caught yet. Now, just to show you an example of what an expired patent looks like, I'm sure everyone is familiar with these slap chop food choppers, right? I always enjoyed their commercials.
Breakfast to go. You're gonna love my nuts. Watch this.
Anyways, so if we do a search for food chopper, we can see here that this thumbnail looks like the slap chop. And if we take a look at the patent itself, we can see that it actually expired way back in July of 1974. Okay, so now a second way that you can do a search for patents is actually on the US Patent and Trademark website at uspto.gov. Click on Search for Patents, Patent Public Search, Advanced Search. So just like on Google Patents, you can do a search using the best keyword phrase and then browse through the results to see if there's a patent. Now, I actually prefer using Google Patents since it's way easier to use and navigate. Now, another way to search for patents is to just do a search on Google. For example, if you simply do a search on Google for full face snorkel mask patent, you can see that it pulled up several results, the top hit being the one we found already on Google Patents. Sometimes, if there isn't a direct link to a patent, you can find info on the owner's website or related websites that might say that there's a patent or a patent pending. For example, if we scroll down, we can see that it says it's patented here, and here, and here, and so on. Now, one thing to keep in mind, if you do a search and you don't find anything, it doesn't necessarily mean that there isn't a patent. You might be using the wrong keyword phrase. It could be patented under a different term or name. That's why this fourth method, which is extremely important, especially if you're serious about pursuing this product idea, is to actually hire a professional patent attorney. The thing is, you don't have to spend hundreds of dollars to hire one. You can actually hire a patent attorney to do an in-depth search for you for $5 or $10 on Fiverr.com. Just do a search for patent search. Okay, now moving on to trademarks. Trademarks are completely different than patents. A trademark protects a name or logo, such as your business name, logo, or brand. For example, Apple, Sony, Batman, Nike, or Lego are all registered trademarks. You can't use them without their permission. The thing is with trademarks is that you don't actually have to register them to have legal protection. Common law takes effect the moment anyone starts using their brand name or logo. Amazon doesn't always enforce this. With most of the major well-known brands, Amazon will automatically prevent you from using their brands in your product listing. However, with the lesser-known brands, the intellectual property owner has to enforce their legal rights, just like with patents. Either way, you can't use other people's brand names or logos in your listing or on your product without permission. If you do, you might get away with it for a while, but once the legal owner notices or decides to take action, Amazon will shut down your listing, and again, you can be sued. If the brand name or logo isn't obvious like Nike or Apple, then you can do a trademark search on USPTO.gov. You also need to be very careful with brand names that have become synonymous with a type of product, like Velcro, Kleenex, Lego, or Xerox. Those are actually trademark brand names that people now use in common language to describe similar products. For example, instead of using Velcro in your listing, you can use hook and loop. Or instead of Lego, you can use building blocks. And lastly, let's quickly talk about copyright. Unlike patents and trademarks, copyright protects works of art like literature, lyrics, or photos. And this is very important because I see people using other people's photos all the time in their product listings. Don't do that. This includes using random images you found on Google. People have been sued for doing this. Basically, the rule of thumb here is that if you didn't take the photo or write the copy yourself, don't use it. Even if you found the photos on Google or if your supplier gave you the photos, those photos are owned by someone else. Always have your own professional photos taken and write your own product descriptions. You've been warned. And again, if you want to learn more about selling on Amazon and connect with me, join my Amazon Facebook group. Over 30,000 other people already have. There's a link right over here.